Okay, Act 5, Scene 7. Remember that previous tiny scene showed passage of time? Well, now we're right in the middle of the battlefield. You can see enter Macbeth. We're in the middle of the battlefield. And here we go.
Tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear-like I must fight the course. What's he that was not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear, or none?
So, middle of the battlefield. They have tied me to a stake, like the stake, a tent stake, or a stake you put in a vampire's heart. The kind of wooden peg that puts something in the ground or makes it stick to the ground. They've tied me to a stake. That's figurative. I cannot fly, but bear-like I must fight the course. So there's an old sport, quote-unquote sport, called bear baiting, which is they would take a bear and they would stake him to the ground with a rope, and then they would make him fight dogs to the death. How many dogs would it take to kill this bear? So he's alluding to that. And then he's, what's he that's not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear, or none? So I imagine, remember, he's a good warrior. It's the only thing he's really good at. He's killing people, and as he's killing people, he's like, oh, you're not born of woman. You're not born of woman. You're not born of woman. Then enter young Seaward. So young Seaward is the son of older Seaward, who's one of the main generals for the English forces that's helping Malcolm. Here we go.
What is thy name?
Thou be afraid to hear it.
No, though thou cost thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
No more fearful.
Thou liest, abhorred tyrant. With my sword, I'll prove the lie thou speakst.
Thou wast born of woman. But swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by man that's of a woman born.
Okay, so young Seaward appears. Who are you? I'm Macbeth. I'll kill you. You're a terrible person. They fight. Macbeth kills him, and then, like a cheesy action hero, he says, "Thou wast born of woman. You were born of a woman." I have no one to fear except the man that's born of woman, implying that that doesn't exist. Then he exits stage. He's still somewhere on the battlefield, and enter our good friend Macduff, who has sworn revenge.
That way the noises. Tyrant, show thy face. If thou beest slain, and with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. I cannot strike at wretched corns, whose arms are hired to bear their staves. Either thou, Macbeth, or else my sword with an unbattered edge I sheathe again undeeded. There thou shouldst be. By this great clatter, one of greatest note seems bruited. Let me find him, fortune, and more I beg not.
Okay, so a lot of interesting stuff here. Show thy face, tyrant. He's where Macbeth, where are you? If thou beest slain with no stroke of mine, if you are killed by someone else besides me, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. I'll still be haunted by their ghosts. I cannot strike at wretched kerns. Kerns are type of troop. They're actually mercenaries because they're Irish troops. If you remember all the way back in the beginning of the play, the rebel hired them to fight against Duncan, and now Macbeth has hired them because he has no one else to fight for him. He's like, I can't even fight these guys. They're being paid. Like, they have really no quarrel with me. Either thou, Macbeth, either you, Macbeth, or else my sword with an unbattered edge. So my sword will not have a battered edge. I will not use my sword on anyone but you. I sheath again, undeeded. I will not attack anyone else but you. You should be there. You should be here. Let me find him fortune. Fortune, like Romeo and Juliet. Fortune, fate, destiny, chance. They're all kind of the same thing. Luck. They're all kind of the same thing. Be good to me and let me find him here on this chaotic battlefield. And then he exits, and then Malcolm and Seward come in.
This way, my lord. The castle's gently rendered. The tyrant's people on both sides do fight. The noble thanes do bravely in the war. The day almost itself professes yours, and little is to do.
We have met with foes that strike beside us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
Why should I play the room?
Okay. The castle's gently rendered. Rendered as in surrendered. Oh, we already took the castle. The tyrant's people fight on both sides. So, Macbeth's troops, some are fighting with him, some are fighting against him. Thanes are brave. The day is almost itself yours. The day is yours almost. We've almost won. We've met with foes that strike beside us. So we met foes that are now attacking with us, like they've joined us. Enter the castle, sir. And then, so they've taken the castle, but there's still fighting going on, like in the battlefield, or battlefields. If you remember, Macbeth said, I would have fought them out in the battlefield if we had even numbers, but so many people have deserted, I can only do a siege. Well, he's not doing that. He didn't follow his plan. The castle's already been taken, and he's in the battlefield fighting, which means probably in the heat of the moment or something like that he decided not to follow his own plans, and they've basically lost. Now for the next and final scene.